What's happening YouTube? I hope you guys are well. I know there was a little bit of radio silence from my side from the last weeks. I just need a little bit of a break from YouTube and also get some new inspiration, some new ideas. But in the end I want to keep it simple, do it about the journey. So last week's training's been going really well actually. So I noticed as well when you take some small things out like YouTube and the editing and all that, gives a lot of extra energy just to focus. So really good training. Swim, bike, run, all of them. Especially like I said, we focused a lot on the swim and the bike. So really swim, that you get to that front pack. That's a big goal for this year. So for swimming wise, I would really knuckle down on getting my speed. My speed is getting higher, so not just higher, but getting more efficient at it. So like the 50s, stuff like that, I can do them in 30 seconds, 31, repeatedly, like really get comfortable at that speed. And then it's the idea to switch from this high speed into threshold, which is basically what especially 70.3 swimming is. Yesterday we had a nice long 5-hour outdoor ride. It's really nice and sunny here in Finland. So 5 hours, 135k, 1,400 height meters. There you see it's quite rolling here. It's constantly up and down. Really nice though, no cars, no traffic, no nothing. And what we do always is, that's gonna come more of that now, because now is the start of the race prep. In 9 weeks time is my first race. That will be Challenge Vansbro in Sweden. It's a half distance. I really keep it more local this year, mainly for price reasons. Flying to US, I would love to do that. It's just way too expensive right now. So really keeping it as close as possible in the area where you hopefully can grab some cash back as well for the first time. Some prize money, that would be of course amazing. That's the goal. All the work I did for the last month is really more or less just to be able to be ready to do the type of work that comes now. So we're going to be swimming a lot, biking a lot, swimming 25-30k a week with really high quality, a lot of biking, 16 to 20 hours per week, something like that. And then running as well, with there we do more speed work now, 200s, 800s as well, need to get that a little bit up. So today, the day after yesterday, that's always pretty important. It's a bit like Ironman. So you have a longer bike ride yesterday, also swim ahead, but easy, flushing out the legs. And today I have a longer run, so 1 hour 40 with a little bit of a build in the end, straight after on the bike. So you get a neuromuscular pattern for longer without having to run necessarily more than I did in the past. Then later a nice 4K swim with a bit of quality again, and then that's that. One thing I really want to show you is my little secret tip here that you can also do. It's the cheapest thing you can do actually, but it works incredibly well. So well actually that I think I might do it in racing. So to mix your own sports drink, right? Now for the run I have it as well. So what you actually do, you know how Morten works so well. My coach knows a lot about it, so I learned a lot from him. Carbon endurance, he's super good with race nutrition, all that stuff. He can also help you online if you have questions. And hydration, he's a real specialist in that, working also with precision hydration, but has his own thing. And what he told me, and I tried and it works super well, which I'm probably gonna do on a bike and run, but I have to try it. Because Morten, the reason it works so well, it has like no preservatives in there. So like some other products sometimes have some stuff in there, like chemicals for taste, and then people get gut problems. But Morten has maltodextrin in it, and some people say, yeah, it's really good and all. But he's not so sure about that, if it is actually that good. And they say about the concentration with the calcium or whatever, I don't understand all of it. Anyways, now, what I do right now is I use straight up table sugar, which is 1-to-1 fructose glucose. 1-to-1 is straight up, gives perfect energy, zero gut problems. I also did a little bit of a gut reset. I had something after the sickness, the gut wasn't 100%, so I did a 24-hour fast, first time of my life, reset the gut. And it was amazing after, seriously. So now just keeping really clean products, also in a diet, cutting out stuff like someone said before, like lower quality, trying to do everything super clean, but high calorie of course, high quality. Just the classical cooking scales. And just put the bottle on there, water, then you can tear it, then it's on 0. And then I just put straight up, it's 1-to-1. Let's say, hey, I want to have for the training session 40 grams of sugar per hour, or like carbs, or whatever. So I literally just put, just a little bucket thing here, I just put straight up 40 grams of sugar in there, mix it with water, mix super easily, cheap as hell for 1 kilo of sugar, and it works super well. So good energy. So we have to try this for the bike as well, because in the past maltodextrin, I'm not sure actually if my gut was super happy about it. Morten was the absolute best so far, and I'm still have to try a little bit if I use that in racing or actually the straight up sugar mix. Same for the run, but there's actually the biggest joke because Morten's gels are 1-to-1, so they are literally just straight up sugar. So what I'm gonna do, I have to try again, either use the gels from Morten or what I just did now for the long run. In the last 40 minutes of today's long run, I'll have 60 grams of carbs, so 1 hour running. And now just put, I mixed it before in a glass, so it's accurate, glass under 60 grams with water in there. Get it in, now I have 60 grams of carbs in there. Especially for the marathon in the race, I would love to have that. I see some people do it more and more. It's just practical, right? If you have one bottle, let's say here, all my carbs for the marathon in. So marathon like 250, I hope 249. Just have around 300 grams of carbs in there. And then just have that bottle in my suit somewhere. And then just make sure you drink that bottle in the race. Done. There, 100 grams of sugar. 100 grams of carbs. Walking up and down the flat, nothing weird at all about that. Classic warm-up routine, you know that stuff. What I actually noticed, and I highly recommend for you to try if you want, after like having a longer bike ride, like sitting over a hunch for like 5 hours. If I don't do, I mean I do it every single day, but if I don't do the evening routine with like, especially spine, more importantly like getting quads and hip flexors opened up after 5 hours of sitting, if you have the next day a run, the quality of that will be completely different. So I noticed even, let's say, okay, you're stiff from the 5 hour bike ride, being leaned over, maybe you sat at work or something, and then you want to correct kind of the opening hip stuff in the morning before the run, I feel like I can't get it right. Even if you then stretch and all, you don't feel the same fluidity and relaxed of the tissue and the spine. When you do it the night before, it could be like even just like, you know, opening up 5 minutes in the evening, just stretch on the couch, the quads a bit, gentle opening up that you feel like, okay, hips are opening up again. You'll feel through the whole night, everything relaxes, and the next morning your run will be so nice. You have this nice extension of the hip, you can open up, everything feels fluent in the hip, even if you're a little bit tight in the legs. But if you don't do it and you sat all day and you had a long bike ride, oh man, the first steps are gonna feel so like stiff, and that's in quality what you can really change the quality of the run. So I like that. Because at the ocean where I run, the sea, I run back and forth there. It's a bit flat rolling. There it's can easily be fresh again, so just have some music. I tried it the first time, the 60 grams to the drink. So I had it before, of course, for the gut, but let's try this bottle here. Never had it before, just a Salomon bottle. For now we'll have it here, but in the race I have to practice that with a suit as well. But yeah. Invincible Nike, they're really my favorite for long runs especially. I heard the Invincible 2 is even better. Haven't tried that yet. But that shoe is really, if you're looking for a long run shoe to try out, has a lot of cushioning, it's still springy, but it's so soft on the tissue. It's not this kind of like soft that you feel, it's like, oh, you're sinking in, like some carbon shoes, you're like wobbling around. Not that kind of soft, I really like it. It's a lot of cushioning, like I said, so of course for a long run that's what you want. But it's still kind of peppy, I mean for me it really works. Shoes super individual, every foot is different, but if you're looking for one to try in the shop or something, like Invincible, it's something I can recommend. I heard that from some Australian guys. They have a podcast and he raved about it, how he's a professional marathon runner, and he said, yeah, not Nike sponsored, and he said, yeah, he had 6 versions of them, always like easy runs, long runs, always goes for them. So that made me curious, try it out, and I can say, yeah, really works, really like them. Extended warm-up to bring the trash away. So yeah, really excited for the first pro race. It's 9 weeks, Challenge Runs Pro, it's a half distance. Course should suit me, that's also a good one. It's like a rolling, it's like a power course. It's a swim in a river, so sweet water. They also have like open water championships, so the distance is for sure correct. So some guys like Jesper Svensson, he's a good swimmer, Swedish guy, he'll be there again, so that's exciting. He's a high-end swimmer, so his threshold is probably something like 67, I would say. So his feet, that would be a big goal, but that might be pushing it. I think he swam like a high 21, so that's questionable, but it's a very fast course, so I hope at least for 23. 23 it has to be. There has to be a 23 there. 23 minutes, and then it's on to the bike. It's a power course. I have some ranges with watts that I'm aiming for. I mean, we're looking at, I'm not sure yet, but it will be between 330 and hopefully 350 watts. So there will be a big gap. I don't want to talk too much about it because sometimes you jinx it. But if you're prepared, right? And run there, I'm not 100% sure. There, I'm not 100% sure. I still hope that it's gonna be the 340 minute per K range. So it's like 117. That'd be great. I'll be happy with that. And but yeah, let's see. A lot of work ahead. A lot of things are gonna change. In the meantime, it's exciting. The Finnish garbage system is so good. They divide everything. They got like carton, which is like the thick paper, then metal, glass, bio, paper, plastic. They got it all divided. The typical northern thing. So it's really cool. You got this all. Everybody lives here. Got the key, so you can. Yeah, it's really just at the house. Super practical. So 1 hour 40 run, 1 hour. So it's between 140 and 150 heart rate. That's all lower aerobic range. So I'm gonna start 1 hour on the easier side. Birds are crazy now. They also came back after winter. So 1 hour on the easier side. So probably pace be around 5:0, 5:45, 5:30, depends on the hills or how my legs feel. And then the last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, we'll be building a little bit. So like to the mid aerobic range. So probably pace be around 4:30, 4:20, 4:10 minute per K, something that range. And yeah, so just a good aerobic run, nothing crazy. And straight on the bike after. See you soon.
A few moments later.
Here we are. Run done, was really nice. Straight onto the bike now. I actually forgot to mix the 60 grams for the bike, so you're gonna see Miraculix live in action now. How I'm gonna do this with this super cheap, highly effective. The 60 grams and the flask on the run work like a charm, perfect. I had one precision hydration sodium pill, but let's get to this. So here on the scale, and then you put it to tare, so that means it's kind of resetting. So everything you put on top, now you have the extra grams. I want 60 grams, so 18. One scoop is almost 20, but a bit less. So if I don't have a scale, I kind of know by now. 61. Boom, done. Mix this like a charm. Actually, I can put more water. Just a little bit. Because I have the electrolytes already on the bike, but I forgot. It makes it so easy, straight up sugar. Super easy. Back in. Done. 60 grams. Cost me maybe 20 cents. I can use it in training all the time. Alrighty. Straight on the bike. My Wahoo is falling apart, unfortunately. Try to glue it, but it doesn't really work. Okay, maybe you see this one new on the wall. I let it design a while ago. Super easy to do actually. So this is my Kona win, my Kona finish, as you can see. It hasn't happened yet, but it's in the future. And the difference, famous quote, Denzel Washington, difference between a dream and a goal is a goal is something you work towards. So this is not a dream, this is a goal of mine. And if you set something as a goal, then it becomes more real and something you work towards. My North Star. So my Kona win in latest 5 years, what will have happened is that I will have swum 47 minutes, high 47, bike 410, I rode there, depending on condition, and I ran a 2:35. That is a 7:38:30, and as you can see, I won. Congratulations to me, amazing achievement, so proud of me. Anyway, so here to the run. I'm doing this upright on purpose because this is mainly for like neuromuscular firing. If you've ever done an Ironman or even a marathon, but more like Ironman, regardless how fast you run, one part of why you fatigue is actually one part why you fatigue is not only muscular, it's not carbohydrate depletion, glycogen. One part is neuromuscular, because how many times do you run 3 hours or longer, depending, 5 hours, 4 hours, not many times. And you did that after riding 180k, which, let's just talk neuromuscular, just nervous system. So a lot of contractions, a lot of nervous system for all this pedaling. And then on the run as well, sometimes after 20k, 25k, everybody will get tired. But one part of the fatigue, and what you need to do, of course, is hold technique, hold an efficient run stride. And one part of that is not just muscle strength, not just cardiovascular fitness, it's not just how many carbs you put in. One part of that is the nervous system. Can you still fire rapidly a nice cadence? And one cadence, I was in the past always a bit low with run cadence. I like 165, even 163, which for bigger guys and also strength athletes is kind of what they gravitate towards. They kind of go back to strength, but at least 170 cadence you need to have, especially for Kona, for the rolling hills. If you have a low cadence there, you will not run fast enough. So 170, 175 even when you pick it up. That's kind of the range. So that's why I do this now, long talk. I have 50 minutes bike. Heart rate, power is not so important, mainly cadence. So this is fairly similar to running. So I for sure aim for 85 RPM or 90. 85 RPM is the same as on the run 170 cadence. Because yeah, 85 RPM is repetitions per minute. And the cadence is both legs together. So basically 170 cadence is one leg hits the ground 85 times per minute. So 85 times 2, 170. So I basically keep running now. It's all for marathon. Like you know, I'm all in on the long distance game for full distance Ironman. Alrighty, done. Feel pretty good. Now a load of food. Resting 3 hours for sure. And then I got a 4K swim with some 50s, some 400s, some easy, some aerobic, and also some 400s threshold. So always some quality in there. And then there will be today. I hope you guys enjoyed following along. Sorry for being so silent on YouTube. I'm trying to get more in, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope your training is going well, and racing is coming closer. I hope you had a nice winter, and even if not, get into work now. It's a long season ahead. Enjoy your training and chat soon.